So 4 steps to solving an equation or system of equations by substitution, okay? So first of all, we got to get a variable by itself. One singular variable by itself, okay? If you have 2 by itself, great, but you really only need 1 variable by itself. Once you have that variable by itself, you're going to plug what it's equal to into the other equation, okay? We're going to go through like 5 or 6 examples too to make sure we're good on this, okay? Step 3, solve that equation. Whatever equation you plugged into, solve that equation, okay? Number 4, plug whatever answer you get into one of the equations at the top, and then you'll get the other letter. Because remember, our systems of equations, we have an x and a y as an answer, okay? Okay. So, any questions so far?
Are you going to post this on Schoology?
I'm going to post this video, yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go through like 6 examples or so. We cool with that? Start off easy, do a couple more challenging ones. All right, so first example, here's our system. We've got y equals 6x minus 11, negative 2x minus 3y equals negative 7. So our first step would be to get a letter by itself, but we already have one by itself. Y is by itself. So we're going to take what y is equal to, this whole thing, and we're going to replace y with it. We're going to substitute in for y, okay?
So 3 parentheses 6 minus 11.
Okay, so we're going to have the negative 2x minus 3, and we're going to replace the y with what y is equal to, equals negative 7. Okay, did I lose anybody? Are we okay there?
Now you gotta what? Distribute? I mean,
Yep.
distribute.
So now it's a multi-step
Okay.
equation. So we're going to distribute. Negative 3 times 6x is negative 18x. Negative 3 times negative 11 is positive 33. Okay, and that equals negative 7. We're going to combine like terms. We're going to move the number over. Since it's a plus 33, we're going to minus it. Negative 40. And our last step is always divide. So those ones cancel. We got x equals 2. Okay, with your emojis. Okay, did I lose anybody on solving for x? Okay, so x is 2. We need more than just x though. What else do we need?
We need y.
We need y. So we know x is 2. I had to erase the word because I don't have enough room. Okay, so we're going to take 2 and we're going to plug it into either one of these equations. I'm going to pick the first one because it's simpler, but you could pick either one. So we have y equals 6 times 2 minus 11. 6 times 2 is 12. So y equals 1. So my answer is 2, 1. Any questions on that first one right there, guys?
Oh, wait.
We're okay? All right, let's go through a few more. X comma y, right? X comma y, always. Let's do this example. All right, so we don't have to get a letter by itself in this example either because there's already one by itself. Y is by itself. So we're going to take what y is equal to and replace y with it. 5x minus 4, plug in for y, equals negative 3. Same process, we're going to distribute. Negative 4 times negative 3x is positive 12x. Negative 4 times positive 5 is negative 20. Okay, we got like terms right here. That's 17x's.
Minus 20 equals 3.
Oh.
Divide negative 20. Oh, wait. Right? Wait, no, wait. You take U plus, right? Plus 20 on
Yeah.
both sides. Right?
Add 20 over to 20 is with a 0. Promise I know what I'm talking about. 17x equals 17. So what's x equal?
1.
Good.
Wait, my sound one? Oh, I've been laughing this whole class.
Okay. Everybody cool on that? All right. I'm going to erase this so that we can solve for y, because we need y too, right? So x is 1, we need y. Okay, so plug in x equals 1 into either equation. I'm going to pick that one again because it's easier. Oops, sorry. Okay. -3 times 1 is -3. -3 plus 5 is 2. So we've got 1 on the 2. All right. Any questions on the second example, guys? You guys are just blowing up the chat with nonsense. Come on, guys, focus.
No, Amber said her brain said 0.
Okay.
Yeah, my brain said 0 when the answer was 1. I was still talking about math. I don't know what you guys were talking about.
Oh, I was talking about how I'm a young baller.
Okay. All right, next example is
You're
going to be a
not.
little bit more difficult.
Where's the dog?
All right, so what's different about this problem?
Okay, so basically, we need to find both x and y.
Yes, that's not different though.
Oh.
What don't we have in this problem that we had in the first two?
Anything to plug y with.
Okay, we don't have, right, we don't have anything by itself, right? So looking at these equations right here, this y right here is going to be the easiest thing to get by itself. Why?
Because it's addition.
It's addition, and there's no number here, right? This x has a 4, that x has a -5, this y has a -1. This one doesn't have a number. So in order to get this y by itself, I'm just going to add the 4x over. Okay, so this equation right here, to get y by itself, I'm just going to move the x away by adding it.
How did she change the way she wrote her y?
I do that all the time. You should know that by now. Okay, so now I have y by itself, right? So I could do what I've done before and plug this guy in for y.
All right.
So I have -5x minus 6 plus 4x equals 21. Notice I always plug in with parentheses, right? I'm going to distribute in this invisible 1. So -5x minus 6 minus 4x equals 21. Combine like terms. Question so far, are we okay? Move the 6 over and divide. So x equals -3. Okay? Questions? We're okay? All right, so we got x equals -3. What else do we need? Here's the hint. It's the same thing we needed in the first two examples.
Y. I mean x. I mean y. Yeah, y. I
We
don't
need
know.
y. So we've got x equals -3. We're going to plug it into one of the equations. I like the first one better just because. Always plug into the original equations. Okay? -4 times -3 plus y equals 6. -4 times -3 is positive 12. So to get y, I'm going to minus the 12 over to get y equals -6. So I have x, I have y, -3, -6. Okay? Are we okay on that one? Yes?
Yes.
Excellent day. You guys got one more in you and then I'll let you practice?
Okay.
Okay. All right, one more and we'll do another one like that where we don't have a variable by itself. Let's see if there's one. Okay. Ooh, that's such a gross sound. Okay, so we don't have a variable by itself, so we got to get one. Which letter is it going to be easiest to get by itself? X or Y?
X,
X in which equation?
the first one.
Good. So this guy right here, we got to get X by itself. X doesn't have a number in front of it. There's no number. It's going to be easiest. So we got to subtract the 3y over because it's a plus 3y. So we minus the 3y over. Numbers and letters don't go together. So we've got X equals 1 minus 3y. Now X is by itself. We're going to plug this guy in for X in the other equation that we haven't touched yet. So we've got negative 3, 1 minus 3y, plus 3y. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. Minus 3y. Minus 3y equals negative 15. Now it's a multi-step equation. We distribute. Combine like terms. 9y's take away 3, 6y's. Move this number over, the negative number, add it. We've got 6y equals negative 12. And we divide. Let's get y equals negative 2. Okay, so we got y. What do we need?
Nothing else.
Nope, we need something else. What other letter do we need?
X.
We need x.
And
Y equals negative 2, we need x. So y equals negative 2, so I don't forget. So we got y equals negative 2. We're going to plug that answer in to either equation. Which equation you guys want to use, first or second?
The second one.
I heard second first. So we're going to plug negative 2 in for this y. Negative 3 times negative 2 is a positive 6. To get x by itself, we're going to move the 6 over. And last step, divide. My favorite step. So x is 7 here. So my ordered pair, 7, negative 2. Okay? Any questions on any of that, guys?